Youngsters start in the cadet classes from the age of 8 up to 11 or 12. They can then move into the junior classes. Junior TKM, Minimax and Junior Rotax are the most popular two-stroke classes, but there are four-stroke classes too. All of these have versions for senior drivers aged 16 and above. We're looking now at some onboard shots from a Junior Max kart, now one of the most popular classes for the under-16s. But there are also a number of international classes, JICA, ICA and Formula A, where drivers can compete both in Britain and in Europe on the same equipment. The direct drive classes, that is for the karts without gears, have rolling starts after a slow formation lap, whilst the gearbox karts usually have a standing start. Either way, it's great fun, and every Formula 1 driver on the grid today started their career in karting. Indeed, 7 times Formula 1 World Champion Michael Schumacher still races karts on a regular basis. Jenson Button is a former British cadet karting champion, as is Indy 500 champion Dan Weldon. And Formula 1 World Champion Fernando Alonso was also a top international kart racer. Here he is in kart number 14 in action. Let's hear from another former kart racer, 1992 World Champion Nigel Mansell.
Hi, I'm Nigel Mansell from Rislington here. It's the Midland Championships where, in fact, as a young lad I raced many times. My son Greg is karting now, and it's the grassroots of all motorsport. Great entry level and a lot of fun for the whole family. And really, it's a fabulous sport, and I hope anybody coming into it enjoys it as much as I have and had maybe as much success.
Motorbike and single-seater world champion John Surtees has discovered karting more recently, as we now hear.
Motorsport has so much to offer. It has, well, after all, I've spent my whole life in motorsport in one way or another, 2 wheels, 4 wheels, etc., and karting with my son. But it opens up a whole new horizon for youngsters to come along and perhaps get involved in the motorsport industry. When I started 4 years ago with my son, I hadn't quite realised what it could contribute. Okay, it contributes a little pain to the parents and everybody associated, but for the youngster it is a wonderful experience. It's something which prepares them for life. And I think that apart from a motorsport activity in the future, it also requires people to come along and be part of the infrastructure, the marshals, the officials and everybody else.
One or two things have cropped up from yesterday, one or two things I've noticed which we need to think about.
As well as drivers, kart clubs need lots of volunteers to help run meetings. Here the track marshals are having their morning briefing. Don't worry if you've got no experience, because all marshals receive on-the-job training and can benefit from specialist courses.
But I say we can't do it all the time.
People are needed to check drivers into the race meetings and to give out the race results. Marshals are needed to look after the grid, to start the race and show flag signals to the drivers, for instance that someone has spun round in front of them. Of course, safety is paramount. Ambulances and paramedics are always at hand. Most clubs use computers for lap scoring, but a manual backup also takes place, and volunteers are needed to carry out all of these duties. And after the race, the drivers' karts are weighed and checked by the scrutineers to make sure they all comply with the regulations. And finally, even the prize giving needs organisers to hand out the trophies to those lucky winners. So now that you've seen this video, we hope that you'll become part of karting, whether it's as a driver, a mechanic, a marshal, or even just as a spectator. One thing's for sure, when you come along to a kart race, you'll absolutely love it and you'll keep coming back and back for more.